how weird is it that it's an argument whether or not drag queens should be reading books to kids?
What's the upside of that?
Yeah, like, why? Whose idea was this? Can we talk to the first person who came up with this idea? Like, what?
He goes, you know what kids lacking these days? The most aggressive gays yelling at them.
Yeah. Well,
sit and listen to the story, honey.
At the very least, I've met some very nice drag queens. But at the very least, it's an odd choice that might be one that someone's out of their fucking mind chooses. It's a possibility, right? It's not zero.
Absolutely. Well, I went to one.
It's also like it's almost like we actually did a sketch. We did a thing called Legion, a sketch where we performed dirty comedy to kids in a library, and that was the whole point. Is that we were like, it's an adult job. You know what I'm saying? It's not meant for little kids. So somebody wearing makeup, and even though it's not inherently sexual what they're doing in that moment, it's like what their whole thing is meant for a nightclub for adults.
Well, that's what the people who defend it, they always go, I don't know, have you ever been to one? Like, it's just a guy in a dress reading a story. It doesn't have to be weird. But then you're like, you know what would be even less weird is a guy not in a dress reading a story.
Or just a teacher.
Just like whoever the person happens to be.
So I guess the argument for it would be, this is what makes these people happy. We should normalize the fact that they want to dress up like very flamboyant women. We should normalize. That's the argument. If you wanted to, like,
you shouldn't have porn stars reading books to kids either.
Yeah,
right. But if you wanted to take the other side's position, like, what would you say? You would say, "Hey, this is fine to do that. It's fine to do that." But it's still a biological man who's dressed up like a woman who's reading things to kids. It's like the odds of this being 100% like really rational, fascinating person that's going to read books to your kid, or someone who's out of their fucking mind. It's not like a 0% thing. It's like something you should be kind of concerned about.
If it was a stripper reading books to a kid,
or an ex-convict,
you would just go like, it's just not like the whole thing that's interesting about it is you take this fish out of water, and I just don't think you should be experimenting with kids.
How about guys on parole for violent crimes? How about have them read to kids?
They give them puppies now.
How about corrupt politicians? Have them read to kids.
That I object to the most.
How about CEOs have been arrested for embezzlement? How about them reading to kids? How about all kinds of like maybe cool, maybe cool, but maybe super fucking sketchy people reading stories to kids? You know, there's a lot we could go with a lot of them.
It's reading time with Deshaun.
Right.
I don't know, dude. I was
Mary.
People convicted of violent assault, but they wouldn't do it again. It was a bad move. Have them read to kids.
I was.